I want to talk now about art, but it's an interesting one that I guess you could see this piece of art if you're in Dubai and you happen to be allowed into a particular building. It's created by Shepparton artist Mark Nelia and was commissioned by the United Arab Emirates, I guess royalty. I'll find out more about that in just a sec. It is at one of the city's landmark buildings. Mark joins us in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
And let me turn on the right microphone. Hello.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, thanks for coming in. So how does this happen? How do you create a piece of art for someone in another country?
Well, it started with an email, and I wasn't sure how to take it, but I continued. I emailed back, and it worked out that this arts company were looking for a horse sculpture for the Wanze Beale in Dubai, and it basically come down to two artists, and we had a lot of pre-work to do, like sketches and what have you, until they decided on who they wanted to make the art, and I luckily got it.
Absolutely fantastic. And so can you explain a little bit about what the sculpture is and what it looks like for those who might not have seen your work before?
Well, this sculpture was very much what they wanted, more so than my style. They liked my style, but pardon me, it had to be exactly what they wanted. It was a Arab horse that was a replica similar to the His Highness's horse, because it was for him. They wanted it standing up on its back legs. They wanted it very clean and yeah, powder coated, and it was a very neat and different to my style. But I just followed the script and did what I had to do and put my own flair in it as much as I could.
So maybe because people might be imagining this is like a full horse sculpture, but it's the use of the materials, I guess, gives the impression of the horse.
Yeah. So it's probably 80 to 90% full scale. So it's a large horse. It was made out of rod, so round bar. So it's very see-through-y. It's it's pardon me. It's a perception of a horse. It's very abstract, but more realistic than what I'd normally do, I guess.
Yeah, but really impressive because obviously it's that stance and gives kind of the impression of movement, even though it's a static piece.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So
how long have you been working on horses in particular and that style?
Horses, maybe I'd say about 5 or 6 years. But predominantly horses now. That's what I'm known for, and that's what I enjoy doing. Again, different style to what I did for them. It was an honour doing it, though, and it was very governed as to what I could and couldn't do. So, like I said, I put as much flair into it as I could, but staying within their boundaries.
So what is more your style then?
It's a little bit more, I'd say more abstract and more free-flowing, and in some cases messy, almost chaotic, but still making the form of a horse. Whereas this one, to me, seemed very simplistic, and I think it matched the decor of the building and what they wanted. They didn't want this sort of
right. Because how often, as an artist, do you have to think about where that piece is going to go? Like once you hand over a piece to somebody, I guess they can do what they want with it.
That's right. Good question. If it's a commission, I've really got to match what they are after. Like I've done dogs before. A lot of people want me to do dogs, so I'm matching a photograph. Same with horses, or they might have a specific pose they want a horse in, or a horse that they may have lost that I'll do in an honour. But when I do my own sculptures, I think I prefer that the best because I can just go for it and put what I want in it and don't have to sort of think about anyone else and be very selfish about it, to be honest.
No, that's fine. And people will have seen your work around the region. You've shown it, I think, Dookie and then other places within the state and interstate.
Yes. So I've got sculptures at Hanging Rock Winery, Yinna, Hunter Valley, Sydney, Woolloomooloo Wharf. I've got horses in New Zealand, Western Australia. So they're all around. They're scattered around.
Yeah. And you make them all here in Shepparton?
Yes.
What's it like transporting them? Like when you send them off?
It can be difficult, yeah. There's a company in Melbourne I use, and they're really good. The interstate ones seem to be easier than overseas. Overseas can be a bit of a hassle.
Mm. And are you constantly working on something? Is there something always going on in do you have a studio? Is that?
Yeah. Always working on something.
Yeah.
Constantly, yeah. It's like a therapy to me. It's something I need to do. I can't live without it, to be honest. Even if it's a couple of hours, every day.
Yeah.
But it's just it's hard to explain when you start sculpting something. You sort of switch off your mind, and it's almost automatic. You go subconsciously doing it, and I think it's almost like a form of meditation, to be honest. It's incredible. Yeah.
And I imagine the equipment that you're using is very much kind of hands-on tools, welding and things like that.
Yeah,
right.
Predominantly, I bend a lot of the material by hand, it can be quite strenuous, and especially on a hot day. But I think bending it by hand allows me to get a lot more detail and put a piece of material where I want to bend it in what position.
Yeah. And are you doing like sketches or something on the computer beforehand to get an idea, or is it just while you're working that it comes to you?
Yeah, sometimes I start with a sketch on the floor, or I might follow a picture. Sometimes I might just go off the cuff and use nothing, which is fun, and they're really interesting usually.
Yeah.
Just where I think parts should go.
Which is that's the whole artist thing. It's sometimes hard to explain where it's coming from, but
that's right.
It's just all there.
Yeah, that's right. Just appears from nowhere.
That's right. Inspiration, I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
So people might be able to go and see this particular piece, but it is in a government area of the building. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in the business area, and I think it's the Prime Minister's level.
Right.
So it's in his foyer, and I think it's not for public viewing.
Just for the enjoyment of those who go to visit and do business. So that's the Wanza building in Dubai, and that's a pretty new building as well.
Yeah, so that was opened in 2024, so there's a bit of confidentiality with this piece, so it's been a while for me to allow to
talk about it.
To announce it. I've got a YouTube clip showing the process, and you can actually see at the end where it is sitting in Dubai on a big marble sort of stage, I guess, plinth, and it's overlooking Dubai City.
Fantastic. Yeah. But people can also go to your website if they want to have a look at your work, marknigliasculpture.com, or the Facebook page, and see some of that work, because it's hard to actually talk about visual art on the radio without going and having a look as well. But thanks so much for coming in to talk about it this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Terrific. Mark Niglia there. He's a local artist. Check out his work online, or, if you're around the place and you've spotted his sculptures, see it for real.